Big 12 SEC challenge against the great Mississippi State team. So we'll need a good week of practice, and I think our fans are going to see a team in here that certainly has Final Four aspirations, and a team that is probably as good as any team we're going to play all year.
Is this going to be a good barometer for you?
I hope so. I think Mississippi State's one of those teams that they're going to defend really well. You look at their roster, their juniors and seniors, they have a great balance, a great size. So, I think the one of the things that we'll talk about with our team is the things that we have to do well against Mississippi State, we're going to have to do well in the Big 12. And the things that we can't do well, whether it's rebound or take care of the ball or make difficult shots, those are things that obviously will be something we have to work on a lot moving forward as we finish our non-conference schedule and get ready to play in the Big 12.
Just to have this kind of opportunity, though, to play a top 10 team and have them come in here. You guys have been at home all year, obviously, but just to have that kind of before you get into conference play, special, exciting, and what?
No, I think it's really exciting. I think there's a lot of things that go to it. The whole Big 12 SEC Challenge is a great event. The chance to bring a great non-conference opponent into Hilton. We've been a part of a lot of these kind of games, but a lot of them seem to be conference games. You don't get these kind of games as often, and we didn't get to play in one of these big tournaments over Thanksgiving where you're tested against some really good competition. So this will be great. So, yeah, it'll be an exciting game for our team and for our fans, and the game's on television, so you get to showcase your university and your fan base. So it'll be a big day for us, and we need to be prepared for it. And certainly with all the alumni coming back, we're having a big alumni reception and event on Friday and Saturday after the game. So it kind of comes full circle, and certainly a celebration, not just of a great game, but a celebration of a lot of amazing people that have impacted what this university is about, not just our program.
As for a couple of years ago, you guys beat Baylor #3. I mean, do you kind of take that into consideration and maybe use that as a way to maybe figure out how to beat Mississippi State?
Well, I think you always go back to situations where you've had success, and we do have some kids on this team, not many, that have played in those kind of games and won those kind of games, but that's the magic of Hilton. That's they've seen it, they've been a part of it. But at the end of the day, you got to play a game that at a very high level, and certainly we understand that. But it is a great opportunity in a lot of ways, individually and collectively. That there's not very often you get to show what you can do against some of the best, and our players are going to get that opportunity on Saturday. And hopefully we play well. There's no men's game. There's obviously hopefully the volleyball team's still playing, but I think we'll have a great crowd, and it should be a fun day of basketball.
Will you have Heather available?
Don't know. She worked out with the trainer this morning. She's going to see the doctor tonight, so I'll make sure Nicole knows what she's doing. If the game was tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, no way she'd play. But the game's not till Saturday, and I know she really, really wants to play, so we'll make that determination. Obviously, the medical staff and Heather will make that determination. But as of right now, I don't know what her status is, and as soon as I know, I'm not going to keep it a secret from anybody. I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Does the preparation change at all for a team of this caliber?
Not really. I think there's a little more talk, a little more hype about it, obviously. But from a preparation standpoint, to be honest with you, today we'll practice. Tomorrow's a day off. Wednesday we'll practice. It'll be Iowa State stuff. We try and keep our team on a 2-day turnaround, so they kind of get used to preparing for games, because that's usually what it's like in the Big 12. So, you add a couple things, you tweak a couple things, because if you look at our schedule from now until we're done on December 21st, we don't have a lot of time to work on us. I mean, we're going to play 4 games in 8 days. Then you go to finals. Then you play a game. So you're always getting ready for the next game, which is part of basketball. But also you want to try and get better yourself. It's like the off week, the bye week in football or something. You can do a little self-scouting. So today and Wednesday, we will work really hard on our team, our things that we need to do better, and tweak some things. And obviously some of that will be dependent on Heather's availability as to where we go forward from there. But the game plan and how we want to play will go in on Thursday.
How well has Meredith done, not only just getting off to a good start, but then getting more minutes with Heather?
Yeah, no, I what Mayor did yesterday, I think is a tribute, and I said this after the game on the radio too, is a tribute to the kind of kid she is. I mean, she started really slowly. I mean, she missed 3 shots that, I think most of us would say she should make. She struggled to rebound, and we took her out, and Billy and Coach Shaven had a little chat with her, and we, some people would have pouted and it wouldn't have mattered in yesterday's game, but she came back strong, and you have a choice in life. When things go bad, you work your way through it, you make an excuse. And that's pretty simple. And when it's going well, then keep it going. And that's what she did. She didn't make an excuse. She didn't pout. She came in, she played harder. She got things going her way, and then she just kept going from there. So I think it was a great example of what you can do when you put your mind to it. And that's the kind of kid Mare is. And I think that's the kind of teammate that she is. So. And you can tell there isn't anyone on our team that the teammates root more for than her. She's in a really tough spot. When you think about who she has to play against and her body type, and she's only a sophomore, and there's not a whole lot of help there. So I was really proud of her yesterday, and certainly it was a great day for her.
After Mississippi State, you have a quick turnaround and you play New Orleans. I guess, do you have a philosophy when you have back-to-back games with, caliber of Mississippi State, top 10, and then New Orleans, which, not as much ranked. Do you have a different philosophy here at all?
Not really. We kind of go about the same way as a lot of times these Christmas, Thanksgiving kind of tournaments, Big 12 tournament. We have a coach that's scouting New Orleans after the game on Saturday. After all the stuff was done, we'll meet. The turnaround is quick, so you need to get ready to go. But not really. We've been, as boring as it sounds, and obviously I'm not the most exciting guy anyway, but the next 40 minutes for us has always been what we talk about. So when you get into this situation, whatever happens on Saturday, the next 40 minutes for us is Sunday, and that's rare for basketball. But I think, usually after a game, you come back and practice the next day. Most kids would tell you, hell, I'll play the next day. I don't want to practice the next day, but I'll play. So they'll play, and I think we'll be fine, and they'll be ready to go. And it's like anything else. The one difference, truly though, is whether you win or whether you lose, you got to flush it a little bit quicker. Usually, you have a day of practice to either celebrate or feel sorry for yourself, and then you get ready. They're going to have about 20 hours to get ready, so hopefully we can do that.
You touched on it last night. You said Emily's first 2 seasons maybe didn't go the way she hoped. Can you elaborate on that and just speak to the turnaround?
No, I think Emily Deere would be the first one to tell you she didn't work as hard as she should have and do the things she needed to do to play. And I think when you become a junior, and I met with her in the spring after her sophomore year and said, we have new kids coming in, everybody keeps recruiting, and the advantage that she has is she knows the system. Now, what do you do after that? And to her credit, she got in the best shape of her life. She's worked really hard at both ends of the court. She's always been a great teammate. She's always been a great part of the program. But I think from a basketball standpoint, there needed that light that goes on that says, hey, the clock is ticking, and all of a sudden I'm a junior and I want to play. And that's something that she did, and the results have been really good, and it's been exciting to see it, and gives us another option. And sometimes you put a kid in because you have to, because somebody needs a rest. I think Emily Durr's getting to the point now you put her in the game because you want to, and I think that there is a difference there. And the way she played yesterday, and the way she played the game before that, I think it's not just we've gone from, gosh, Emily goes in, I hope she makes a shot, to now Emily's going to impact the success of our team. And I think, again, that's a great credit to her and how hard she's worked from last spring till today.
As for Mississippi State, what's the biggest thing you need to kind of work on going into Mississippi State? I know the defense is a little bit more.
I think the biggest thing is their physicality. They're big at every position. They're all juniors and seniors. They're gonna defend us at every spot as hard as anyone we're gonna play all year. And their size on the board. You look at their numbers. They're 7-0, and their numbers are staggering. They're winning by 27 points a game, they're out rebounding people by 12, they're turning people over 21 times. I mean, whatever number you want to come up with, it's not good. You know, Texas, who's a great team, they didn't have much trouble beating Texas, and I think the closest game they had was Texas, and that was 11 points. So, you know, they're rated for a reason. They're really good for a reason, and you know, to their credit, they've done a lot of good things to build a program there that certainly is going to be a tough out down the road in the tournament. And you know, they got picked second in the SEC behind South Carolina, who's a Final Four team too. So it's not just my opinion. The coaches in the league that play against them every day, I think they're pretty dang good too. So we'll see a great team on Saturday.